Ladies, stop right there. If you're over 60 and think eyeliner makes you look older, you've probably been using it wrong all these years. But today I'm going to show you a simple 30-second eyeliner trick that instantly lifts, brightens, and shaves years off your appearance. And no, we're not talking heavy raccoon eyes or harsh lines. This one tiny adjustment is the best-kept secret among elegant women our age. So grab your mirror, your favorite eyeliner, and stay with me, because once you learn this, you'll never go back. And if you're already excited to look fresh and radiant again, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and in the comments, tell me what's one makeup trick you swear by over 60. Why eyeliner used to age me. Let me take you back a few years. I was 64, sitting in my tiny bathroom mirror, clutching the same eyeliner pencil I'd used for probably 10 years. Same color, same routine, same result. I traced a line across my upper lid, tugged just a little to smooth out the skin, and hoped for the best. But when I stepped back and looked in the mirror, my heart sank. My eyes looked smaller, heavier. The line I thought was giving me definition was actually dragging my whole face downward. It creased into the folds of my eyelids, smudged by lunchtime, and made me look downright tired, even when I wasn't. And don't even get me started on the bottom lid liner. That made things even worse. I kept thinking, why is this happening now? I didn't feel old, but my face was telling a different story. Makeup, which had once been fun and empowering, now felt like a daily reminder that my skin wasn't the same anymore. My eyelids weren't as firm. My lashes were thinner, and the techniques I used in my 40s just didn't look good anymore. So, like many of us do, I started to think maybe eyeliner just wasn't for me anymore. I considered giving it up altogether. But then something interesting happened. One night, I came across a short makeup tutorial online, done by a makeup artist who specialized in mature women. And she said something that stopped me in my tracks. Eyeliner is not the problem. It's the placement. I leaned in. She explained how a simple adjustment in where we apply our liner can completely change how our eyes look and take years off our face. I was skeptical, but curious. The next morning, I tried her method. It took me less than a minute. And when I looked in the mirror, I smiled. Not a forced, oh, well, it'll do kind of smile. A real one. My eyes looked open again. My lashes looked fuller. I looked like me, but refreshed, re-energized. That's when I knew. It wasn't that eyeliner had failed me. It was that I hadn't updated the technique. And that tiny tweak I'm about to show you, it changed everything. The trick, tight lining the upper waterline. So let's talk about this little miracle called tight lining. No, this isn't some fancy beauty trend for 20-somethings. It's an old-school makeup artist trick that's perfect for women over 60, especially those of us with hooded lids, sagging skin, or thinning lashes. Now, I want to be very clear here. I'm not talking about lining the top of your lid like we used to, with a big, thick black stripe that creases and migrates halfway through the day. I'm talking about lining the upper waterline, that tiny little strip of skin just beneath your upper lashes, close to the eyeball. Here's why it works like magic. When you line that upper waterline, you're filling in the gaps between your lashes, not drawing an obvious line. And that subtle fill does wonders. It gives the illusion of fuller lashes. It opens the eyes. It lifts the face without any harsh lines or heavy makeup. And best of all, it doesn't compete with the folds or texture on the lid, so it stays looking fresh all day. It's one of the most natural-looking ways to wear eyeliner. And once you get used to it, you'll wonder why no one told you sooner. Think of it this way. Instead of placing the eyeliner on top of the lash line where gravity and creases take over, you're tucking it under where it stays put, enhances your lashes, and never looks overdone. It's like an invisible eye lift. And the best part? It only takes 30 seconds. Truly, no fuss, no artistry, just results. If you've never done it before, it might feel a bit awkward the first time. But trust me, once you try it and see how much younger and more alert you look, you'll want to do it every day. Up next, I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step. It's easier than you think, and I'll walk you through it like I'm right there in the bathroom with you. How to do it properly. All right, let's walk through this together, step by step. I want you to feel confident doing this even if you've never applied makeup a day in your life. So grab your eyeliner pencil and come close to a well-lit mirror. I'll wait. And remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about looking refreshed and feeling a little more like yourself again. Step 1. Choose the right eyeliner. This is absolutely key. Not all eyeliners are created equal. And for mature eyes, the wrong formula can be a recipe for frustration. You want something soft, creamy, and waterproof. That last one is essential. It keeps the liner in place on the inner waterline where it's a bit damp. A pencil eyeliner, not liquid, not felt tip, is your best friend here. Liquid liners can look too harsh and tend to bleed or feather, especially if you have fine lines around your eyes. Now for color. Black can be beautiful, but it's often too intense for older skin, especially if your hair is gray, silver, or white. Instead, try a deep brown, a warm charcoal, or even a soft plum. These colors define the eyes without overpowering them. I personally love a chocolate brown. It adds warmth without drawing too much attention to the makeup itself. Step 2. Prep your eyes. If you've just woken up or your eyes are watery, gently pat them dry and use a bit of translucent powder on your lids and under eyes. You don't want excess moisture around the lash line. It'll make your liner smudge. If you have hooded lids like I do, gently lift your brow with your fingertip to give yourself a little more access. Step 3. Apply to the upper waterline. This is where the magic happens. You're going to gently lift your upper lid with one hand, and with the other, take your pencil and look down slightly into the mirror. Then, instead of drawing above the lash line like we're used to, you'll place the pencil just under the lashes, on the inner upper rim. Gently wiggle the pencil into the roots of your lashes. No dragging, no big lines, just a soft press and wiggle motion. At first, it may feel a little strange. It did for me, too. Your eye might twitch or blink, but that's perfectly normal. Just take your time. You're not drawing a straight, perfect line like we did in our 30s. You're simply deepening the lash base. Think of it like tucking a secret underneath your lashes. No one can see it directly, but it changes your whole face. When you're done, blink a few times. Wipe away any little specks with a cotton swab or tissue. Then look in the mirror. You'll see it immediately. Your lashes look fuller, your eyes are more defined, and your whole face looks softly lifted. No harsh lines, no mess, just elegance. And that, my dear, is the 30-second eyeliner trick I wish someone had told me about years ago. Bonus tips to make it even better. Now that you've mastered the trick, let's elevate it with a few bonus touches. Because while the eyeliner itself does a lot of heavy lifting, there are small add-ons that take the effect from subtle lift to radiant transformation. Tip 1. Curl your lashes. Don't underestimate what a little curl can do. Especially as we age, our lashes tend to straighten or point downward, making our eyes appear smaller or tired. A quick squeeze with a gentle eyelash curler, held for just 5 seconds, can open your whole face. It's like flipping the switch from dragging to dazzling. And if your lashes are short or sparse, don't worry. There are fabulous lash serums and conditioning mascaras that work wonders over time. Tip 2. Use a nude or white pencil on your lower waterline. Instead of applying dark liner to the bottom lash line, which can shrink the eyes and emphasize sagging, try a light nude or soft ivory pencil. This instantly brightens the whites of your eyes and gives you a more youthful, awake appearance. White eyeliner can be a little harsh, so I prefer a pale flesh tone It looks more natural and blends beautifully. Tip 3. Skip heavy eyeshadow. I'm not saying give it up altogether, but try to focus more on matte or satin finish neutrals. Shimmer can settle into creases and highlight texture. If you do use shimmer, keep it on the inner corners of your eyes or just beneath the brow bone. That subtle pop of light can enhance your eyeliner trick beautifully without drawing too much attention to crepey skin. Tip 4. Don't forget your brows. As we get older, our brows tend to thin or fade, but a well-groomed brow can frame the eyes and amplify everything else. Use a brow pencil or powder just one shade lighter than your hair color and gently fill in the gaps using tiny strokes. The result: your eyeliner looks more intentional, your face looks more structured, and people notice you, not your makeup. Tip 5. Consider a magnifying mirror. If your hands aren't as steady or your eyes aren't as sharp as they once were, a magnifying mirror with soft lighting is a game changer. It helps you get the eyeliner right where you want it. No squinting, no guessing. All these little touches may seem small, but they add up. And trust me, when you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror midday and your eyes still look open, rested, and quietly radiant, that feeling is priceless. Confidence over perfection. Now, I want to say something that I don't think enough women hear, especially once we cross a certain age. You don't need to chase perfection. You don't need to look like a filtered Instagram model or a celebrity with a makeup team. What you need, what you deserve, is to feel good in your own skin. That's what this eyeliner trick is really about. Not vanity, not looking young for the sake of it. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing the woman you still are, not the one the world sometimes forgets to notice. There's strength in our softness. There's beauty in our wrinkles. There's history in our eyes. But even so, there's nothing wrong with wanting to brighten those eyes just a little, to bring them forward, to honor them, to remind the world and ourselves that we haven't faded. We've refined. And here's the real secret. Confidence is what makes you look the youngest. Not the makeup, not the trick. Confidence. The kind that comes from knowing who you are, embracing it fully, and walking into the world with grace. This eyeliner trick is just one small tool to help you do that, to help you feel a bit more alive, more awake, more in love with your reflection, because you're worth that. And if anyone tells you otherwise, smile politely and let your eyes do the talking.